Game 1 of TSM versus Tundra.
And let's see how much all this, like, I always like to talk about, like, some of these smaller things, too, is, like, attack damage reduction. How much is this going to matter now versus this Terrorblade? They're going to have Fade Bolt, Anchor Smash, Enfeeble. 3 different forms of reducing a Terrorblade's damage when the TB is the only carry. So, maybe if they can actually play these longer fights and stuff like that, reduce this TB, get on top of it, and play them really clean, perhaps I could see it for TSM. It's not going to be the easiest of games just because this SD counter is always going to purge in Tomato, but I could see realms of them being able to deal with the pressure that Tundra's able to apply. Because I don't know, I'm unsure about Enigma as a hero right now.
Yeah, I mean, why is it? Yeah, what's sort of been the changes in the game and with Enigma that sort of caused this hero to really fall out of relevance for a lot of teams?
He feels very, very slow. And Eidolons feel a lot weaker now. Like, really. I don't know, for some reason it feels like it's so much easier for people to clear them. But yeah, Black Hole being 200-second cooldown and stuff. Like, yeah, you don't play around the Black Hole. It's the threat of the Black Hole and stuff like that. I feel like, yeah. Hero's definitely gotten a lot of nerfs.
Yeah, we'll see how sort of the lane plays out. I mean, as you mentioned, it could be a bit difficult for... Well, actually, when TSM with this lane swap up...
They're aggro trying.
I imagine this is going to feel pretty good, right? What, leaving the Tide sort of against the Enigma lane. You know, taking Tomato down as the Wind Ranger. You effectively with sort of like the early levels of Power Shot and Fade Bolt. It's a lot of burst that, you know, could be a bit of an issue.
This is a good try.
They're
I like
swapping
this
it
move.
themselves.
You absolutely should. Yeah. You should.
Skeeter
You want Skeeter
doesn't want to play bottom.
No, he wants to play versus Tide.
Yeah.
This is like he really wants to look at his item build. Magic Wand branches. He's just going to be able to build them up constantly. 33 is prepared also to lane versus him at the moment, but they want to make sure that Tomato's able to get absolute free farm and not get denied. That's why I think they go for this lane setup besides trying to pressure. Because if he's just playing top versus an Enigma, they could struggle to kill Eidolons, and he's just going to get very restricted farm in comparison to a TV, and you do not want that as a Wind Ranger. You want free farm.
We're going to definitely see some lane movements continue. Of course, 33, he'll hop down to the bottom lane. And yeah, we'll see what TSM do in response if they do want to try and continue to match this.
I think they can just leave it like this. I think this is fine. You already forced a movement. Tomato secured himself the first 2 waves. I think that was actually a pretty cute little move there from TSM to set themselves up for a slightly laning advantage in the first few minutes. Marine. He really wants this Obs ward. Okay, got it. Bottom.
Snaking 33 there. They're going to make the go for Whitemon.
They might have him.
I think they're going to have him. As he's going to try his best for the bit of juking, but he's going to... uphill miss. That final mind thrown forward will finish the job. Snaking finds first blood.
Nicely done. They're very... I mean, even though I'm mentioning how Eidolons do feel weaker, 33 is a micro monster, right? So he'll probably make him work somehow. But he is going to be slowed down because of this lane setup. Same thing coming out for Skitter. So all 3 lanes, I feel like for TSM, even though they do give up this first blood, all 3 lanes look great. It's a Timber versus a Pango. It's a free lane for Bryle. Tidehunter should be absolutely free up top, and Wind Ranger should be free bottom. So all in all, they should have some good free farm lanes.
Okay, let's see if that does show on the numbers. Just see how much sort of pressure is put on. In terms of this top, how much Skeeter can find. Yeah, the mid lane. Marine versus Bryle so far. Bryle for 6, Marine 12 and 0. Should see Marine still come out okay. I mean, as you said in the draft, you know, Marine, this Timber, they knew the Timber was going to be mid. They happily put the Pango into it, so still very confident on how much the Pango is going to be able to find from this early lane.
One more poison could have Ari. It's going to be close. Not enough.
I'm just going to look to see if we can continue to chase him out here. Ari should have the movement speed. High ground. No further chase to be had.
But yeah, last hitting is looking great. Wind Ranger absolutely free farming. Bryle getting every last hit and a lot, like 9 denies. That's actually impressive. And the Tidehunter is farming freely and slowing down Skeeter because of those Anchor Smash. Minus 30 damage every single time he gets it onto Skeeter.
And 33 not quite getting as much on his side.
No?
Down bottom.
Yeah, great lane setup. It's a good idea. We don't see people do this that often anymore.
No, especially in the games yesterday. These the ones who was able to catch a watch off as well outside the ones who was casting. Doherty just sort of sticking to the standard, not looking to try and make these movements. Even though I guess with sort of the portals, it does make it a little bit easier, but then at the same time, that also in turn makes it a little easier for the enemy team to respond.
We used to do this like back in my day, but it was a very big thing where I mean Dota was very different back then, but it was all the time. It's just like, oh, you got the gotcha pick on us, just swapping lanes. There's no more gotcha, you know. You pick the lane counter, and we just don't play the lane. So I feel like teams. I always want to see teams do it. And I do really respect when teams have the, have the call to be able to do it. So yeah, nice move for TSM to at least make that move. And double checking runes, TSM, love that they did this, the 2 supports. I think we're seeing that from most teams, but most of the top teams. You double check depending on like the bottle situations and stuff like that. But most importantly, you double check the power rune. I think every game, Gaming Gladiators, they double check that 6-minute rune. And they tend to get a kill somehow because of it. So we'll see if we do see that happen from maybe even both sides.
I mean, with the lanes ending up as they have been on the side lanes, I mean, for both teams' mids, is there sort of certain opportunities to look for these hard-hitting ganks with the way the lanes are? You know, who's the most vulnerable?
I don't know if they're going to really move. Not for some time, to be quite honest with you. I think they'll probably just farm instead of just chill. I think overall, TSM is going to have a little bit of an easier time making those rotations, though, with the Timber. Up top.
Yeah, they're going to try and go for the kill.
They get the kill.
Indeed, 33. Able to finish off Tomato. Up top, Skeeter will end up getting the kill on Ari with that setup from Immersion, allowing Skeeter to close in setup as he comes out of the disruption.
Wow. I mean, the power of techies. That's what it really comes down to. Yes, they're really good with their idle lines, the micro and stuff like that, but they're able to get this win ranger because they got a techies down there.
A lot of damage that early on, at least not until the Wind Ranger starts to get those stats items, the universal hero.
I mean, that's a
still be a bit
huge kill.
Sure.
It's a massive kill, really, because whenever that happens as like an Enigma lane, you get a kill, you get the whole entire next 2 waves, you deny extra, you pull it back. So now 33, he's compounded like a 600 net worth lead over this Wind Ranger. Just because he gets a kill and gets all those setup.
And they're going to try and see if they can take down Brawl here in the mid. They've got the disruption into a great angle for some good bounces with the Rolling Thunder of Maori, and it's going to be enough. Very nicely done here between the two of them, Immersion and Maori, and they'll turn towards Ari. See if they can chase out the Rubik. No Fate Bolt or Telekinesis available, both on cooldown for now. A couple more poisons, that'll do the job. Immersion turns up to the mid lane and picks up the double kill.
Super smart play from Immersion. I love that he goes the 1-1-2 build. You tend to see a lot of people just skip Disseminate. I think it made all the difference there.
Yeah, they were able to take down this Timber Sword with relative ease. You know, it didn't look like Brawl had a chance after that opening from Immersion.
Amazing what you'll find laying around.
Yeah, it literally is like, it's just like a big damage amp. So yeah, absolutely works out there. That's huge. Now that sets up for Maureen to be able to move around the map very early on here, perhaps try to put some pressure on, and slows down Bryle's game significantly.
See, Bryle, step up to the triangle, but I mean, Immersion still there, ready to back up Maureen, so not really much to push for.
He's considering going for the 5-stack. He'll get it on him. It's going to do a decent chunk.
He's got White Mononari by his side, trying to sort of really push out this area, even bringing in Kasani. So the 4 of TSM, they're over it. They will be able to take away the stack. It is just a double stack. So, actually, it was a triple stack.
It was triple, yeah.
Triple stack, so at least they'll manage to secure that there for Kasani. But quite a bit of resources pulled into this. 8 minutes in, having the 4 heroes around that top spot.
Kasani, we see the Meteor Hammer. Don't see it too often anymore.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay. I mean, it gives them a bit of push.
Sure. I mean, they do lack that a little bit.
Objectives, yeah, sort of. I mean, outside the win run, which you don't always want to be dropping for a tower.
Oh, Skitter! Ooh. No. What? No way. He got out.
He's out.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, we're 8 minutes in. Tundra still yet to lose anyone this game.
They're cruising.
5-0.
Even with the lane setup, right? I still want to say I commend TSM for getting these lane setups. I think overall last hits and stuff like that, you'd see what was happening because of it. But I mean, Tundra just doing Tundra management. They're getting kills, and they're gonna get another.
They're gonna get the setup onto Zmato here after his win run comes to an end. as Tomato very, very dead.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, the lane setup, as you say, TSM, they had something kind of cute going on, but it doesn't seem to have been enough. Tundra, now with these moves, really opening up the game. Kasani, at least with his hammer, will manage to pressure the tier 1 tower top, so something to be found here.
Radiant's top tower.
Farm for him and Brawl does still stay strong. The two at the top of the net worth right now, but if things continue, we're going to see Tundra take them over pretty soon.
Absolutely. The biggest, really big worry for me is how difficult the game is for the Wind Ranger. And the catch-up mechanism for Wind Ranger is getting kills. The catch-up meta for like a Terrorblade is just let your team do stuff and you just sit in the jungle and you're back. So the fact that Skeeter's already 600 head, he's going to be able to farm that much faster. So I feel like for Tomato, he might have to get involved with his team a little bit earlier than he wants to
Kasani,
now at this point.
See if the three of them can take him down. They have got the black hole if they want to, and they will. 33 drops it. And they'll make sure to take this side out of the lane. Bryle and Ari have turned up. If they can find anything in return, they'll look towards Immersion. Immersion is going to be able to turn, drop the ult down onto Bryle, and Immersion's back under the safety of the tier 1 TSM. They won't manage to find a trade, and if anything, Malrine was able to swing by and actually take out a couple of couriers there, catches both Bryle and Whitemons.
And Tundra, I mean, 33, he's got a Midas now. So he had the really successful lane bottom, Arcane Boots getting himself some kills. Now he's going to skyrocket to top net worth. I feel like this is going to be one of those Tundra games where they're just going to be able to sit back, farm, and acquire like a 30k net
And look at this, Bryle. He's walked up to the high ground, but Malrine snaking and Immersion were there waiting. He is able to retreat back to the safety of Ari and Whitemon.
They really want to get their Ancients secured. Even though it's only like a triple stack, they know that at this point Tundra has infested this area and put some wards down, so they need to clear it. But there's 4 heroes now clustered around Ancients, while TSM or Tundra's just split around the map farming. And yeah, I just have so much worries for this Wind Ranger having a tough start here, even though they get the lane set up for Tomato, being 0-2, and playing versus Shadow Demon all game now. Gonna be slow to farm, and in teamfights, he is going to get purged every single time if he shows up.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, especially with the way that Immersion's been playing so far.
He's
Perfect
owning
stuff on the Shadow Demon.
I love watching these stand-ins that for a long time people, like, they did regard them as good players and stuff, right? Like Aramis when he stood in, and now we're seeing like Immersion. They come in and you can see they're good players. They just need the, you know, perhaps just need a right environment sometimes. So, and Tundra just brings out the best in some of these players because, yeah, Malrine owned yesterday. We're seeing Immersion this morning, looking hot.
Kasani and Brawl continue with the pressure down bottom, and they will manage to take another tier 1 tower. So taking down already 2 tier 1s. So TSM, despite losing on sort of the gold front and the kill front, they're getting a bit of map control.
Diffusal's already done, though, for Malrine. He is same net worth as this Timber saw from these movements and gank setups that we're able to get for him. 12 minutes in, Power Rune, he'll be able to get it as well.
See what they want to go for with this Tundra. They could look to strike.
But do they feel like they have to?
I mean,
after they've won these lanes, they've got Midases, they've got Terrorblade, and they've shut down Wind Ranger, they might feel like they aren't forced to do much of anything. Yes, they might still make some moves, but I think they're probably just like, guys, this game's going to be really tough for TSM to recover after what we've done. No,
for sure, especially with the Wind Ranger having his stuff as a start. Like that,
yeah.
that would be, if Tomato was in a good spot, and maybe if there wasn't a Shadow Demon in the game, maybe sitting back is kind of scary because this Wind Ranger could become a real threat. But it does look like it's going to be tough for Tomato to be that kind of big, scary beast that he needs to be on the Wind Ranger to threaten Tundra this game with how well Tundra started off.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a moment when I feel like you're going to see the beauty of these Wind Rangers, like Wind Run, you run into Terrorblade melee range and stuff like that, and you just clear them off. I feel like it's just going to be him doing that and then just purge, disarmed from a Pango or something like that, and quickly brought down from all the damage. But we'll see. TSM grouped up, looking for a move here. Level 6 to 7 hit. Bane has gotten it now.
Snaking has got eyes on them though. They've got eyes on Snaking. They're going to see if they can maybe go on the techies. Not going to quite be able to burst him. And Mosquito here, TSM's got to back away.
Ari.
He's going to pop the Rolling Thunder. Ari's just going to be taken down by the pure damage of the right clicks from Skeeter. That Metamorphosis. Whitemon turns with a Fiend's Grip to hold back the Rolling Thunder. It's only just going to give the opportunities for Skeeter to step up and take him down as well. Get that double kill.
Even Kasani could be in trouble here. Like, Malrine's here. They're wrapping. It's tied.
I mean, Bryle He's going to try and do something to help out. The Ravage is there. Snaking will end up going down. But Kasani looking to go down in return for this as Marin in 33 chase him out. He's back under the tower, but a shield crash from Marin finishes him off. Tomato, he's got the focus fire on towards Marin, but Marin's able to break away with the swashbuckle. And Tomato, he cannot chase in any deeper to continue with that ultimate. So Marin's going to be perfectly fine. TSM, they finally get themselves a kill. But it's still not a great cost for them as they continue to fall behind.
They're the ones who try to gank, and they get ganked themselves trying to make that move. They use the Fiend's Grip, but yeah, Skeeter just able to continue wailing on them. It's looking like honestly, like a pretty clear outplay from Tundra so far, 10-1. They're kind of just dancing and doing whatever they want around the map versus TSM. And TSM, they're totally on the back foot. That Ravage there, it's just like, it's fully defensive. It's the desperate kind of move. Get some one kill, but now they have no Ravage to be able to play the map the way they want to, and Tundra's got absolute freedom to do whatever they please. 33's gone Blink, so always has Black Hole opportunity too in these fights. Yeah, Tundra looking hot, as we expected.
Under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
What's the plan for TSM? That was the
Oh,
Ravage,
man.
and now they've got to wait for sort of that to come back online. They need the ultimate to fight around. Maelstrom is done on Tomato, but still just a real glass cannon against the spells that the Tundra have to deal with this Wind Ranger.
And he might... Okay, they're forcing TPs down bottom. I was going to say Tomato could just be dead down here. I feel like for TSM, they have to try to... You have to answer the way Tundra plays, right? So Tundra's a team that likes to play very economy-based. So I feel like you have to try to find them when they are split up at all. But Tundra's not really giving them too much opportunity.
Look at the wall snaking, but there's 4 members of Tundra here ready to fight. Whitemon will try and protect himself with the Nightmare. The mines are laid down, and he'll still end up exploding. Marin's even got himself over on top of Tomato. He's able to close him with the Rolling Thunder. The disarm's there. Tomato tried to turn with the ult, but he's dead. As Marin's able to pretty much take him out single-handedly. And they're able to bail away before Brawl can do anything in return. As Tundra, they'll get everyone out alive. They just head and they kill off the support, and they kill off the carry.
I don't even think Tomato wanted to be there. He was just looking from the sideline, and oh, Kasani. This is going to be a quick one. Holy moly, 13-1.
It does feel like it's falling apart a little faster, of course, than TSM would have hoped for here. Just 16 minutes in, bottom 33. He'll happily drop the Black Hole down onto the Rubik. Clip Brawl as well towards the end of it. Brawl's going to look to push forward to take out 33, and they should be able to get it. They'll take out the Enigma, so something to be said there in return. A little bit of a trade that the TSM may be okay with, but elsewhere,
oh no, Tomato!
Great. They lose the mid tower. They're going to chase down Tomato. He's already been hit by the slows. They'll dive the tier 2 with the metamorphosis damage. It's an easy kill for Skeeter. Tomato, pretty much as soon as he's back in the game, he's straight back out.
Oh, and this game is done and dusted. There's no game for Tomato. He's hard countered, even if he does have farm from the Shadow Team. He's 0-4. They did the lane setup that they wanted for him too, and he's just there watching. He's really just a spectator at this point. He dies. He literally died like a support in that last fight when Malrine killed him. That was like a support death where you're just watching and you just die because you stepped a little too close. This is brutal.
That is. Tundra on fire. I mean, they were yesterday. Ended up top of the group. That 3-1 performance on that day 1, and this day 2 coming in on fire again.
Yeah, we anticipated a tough game for sure for TSM, but this is, I think, even harder than I anticipated. And I am starting to see, like, the concerns I did have, at least for the Bane in particular. Like, I'm just really not feeling Whitemon at all in this game. I don't know, this hero just feels very strange to play in a lot of situations. Did get counterpicked quite a bit here with the SD and stuff like that, but yeah, not easy by any means for TSM to recover. They're trying to go for some smoke plays with Whitemon and Tomato to get these type of solo plays, which I think is the right play, but Tundra's just faster.
Kasani, he's going to be able to back away. Should manage to live this time. As Brawl will close in over towards snaking. Final Chakram will finish the job. He's going to try and push for more. An immersion already out for Triangle. Brawl, at least take away some of the Ancients. And all things going down, Brawl still able to stand strong with the gold, keeping on par with both Marin and 33. And, Whitemon, very shortly lived Fiend's Grip there. Instantly stopped by the Malefice of 33. Another kill for Tundra as they continue to push this lead 16-3.
Brawl has to, like, absolutely pop off. I think he has to become the hard carry Timbersaw pretty much at this point. There's Octarine, yeah, Aghanims, hope for the best with that because, yeah, you're I'm struggling to see how Tomato can ever recover. 0-4. Pretty much half the net worth almost of Skitter. And it's not like you just don't outfarm at TB.
No. And Maureen, if he had Rolling Thunder, he could go for this, but still on cooldown for 20 seconds, so won't be able to chase Tomato this time.
Snake soon having Pipe. Immersion already with a Blink. Got some really strong itemization. BKB finished for Skitter nice and early. Looking to just, I think they're looking to cement the lead.
I mean, they're ready to close it up, yeah. If they win a fight, take a tower, they can go high ground with this BKB Terrorblade.
And look at this surround play. TSM. Uh-oh.
Immersion. He's going to start things off. He's going to focus Tomato. He's going to let Snaking deal with Ari and Whitemon, and Snaking's in with a jump. Ari and Whitemon taken out, and Tomato, he'll be finished off by Maureen. 3 of them dead, just like that. Not a chance there for TSM.
Easy pickings for Tundra. Double suicide or double blast off on the supports. Purge on the Wind Ranger. Can't move.
See that on the replay again. I mean, the way sort of things started. Immersion, he knows his job. Just straight for the Wind Ranger. Drops down the ult upon Tomato. And there's not a chance for Tomato with Maureen closing the gap on him after that.
And now Roche. They use the meta. Be able to drop it really quick because of the lucky shot. 19-3, an oppressive game from Tundra. And even okay, Immersion. I mean, this is a bold play coming in here. They do have vision. They maybe want to try to take a fight in this area. They are going to be low from the Tormentor. I said low. I don't know. I can't even kill it. I think they're going to die.
They got what? Stop!
Oh
Stop!
no! No, Tomato's getting killed.
Oh no!
He's going to die.
Hit it! I mean, okay, he denied himself.
That was a good one.
But the only reason he had to deny himself was because they went for it in the first place. You got to be careful. I mean, it's always very alluring, you know, like, I'm a Wind Ranger with this focus fire. I'm going to be doing lots of damage, but you're going to be taking lots of damage. So is everybody else. You've got 3 squishy heroes here. You don't want to touch this Tormentor with this sort of formation.
Every tournament. Oh man, I don't know when that's going to stop being funny.
Might not feel too funny right now for TSM side of things.
No, it is
a rough one. Oh, it is.
I think they are. I think they had some laughs.
Okay.
I mean, Tomato queued up Midas instantly right afterwards. So like, it is what it is, right? You're playing versus.
You're playing against Tundra.
You know, one of the top teams, if not the top team at the moment.
It's gonna be tough.
Sure, they've got stand-ins, but
these are good stand-ins.
These are really good stand-ins, and it doesn't really look like they are too. It looks very similar to the Tundra that we are used to seeing with the way that these two play. Like, I could easily see like this being Saksa on this shadow.
Yeah, you sort of take the player names away, and it feels like Tundra. Yeah. Yep. They've fitted in perfectly with this lineup.
Back to smoking again too. Meta's back up. Like they have the game is as free as possible for them. They can do literally anything they please. 3 in mid. Ari. Farewell. It's Kasani. You're next. Oh, just kidding.
With the blink. We'll be okay for now.
For now.
Yeah, for now. It does show. They'll immediately go. Whitemon's got the Fiend's Grip. We'll hold them down. 33's going to jump in. Will be a very, very short black hole there. It does get immediately cancelled by the Ravage.
But he's dead.
He is dead. Won't get a chance to throw it out. And that was a dieback from Ari, so he's out for good. I mean, it was a cute Ravage, you know, but immediately stop that black hole. Now, one of 33 shortest black holes.
I think what it was 0.0. It wasn't even a 0.1 second one.
No,
it was like instant.
Instantly stopped. So it was something a little bit for the. There's a very short highlight reel that maybe TSM can get out of this game. That's probably the one highlight for them. Other than that, it's been rough.
Well, the other highlight is look at the score.
That's sure. The memes are true.
Memes are true. And the other big positive thing, of course, is Tundra. They don't even need black hole or anything, and those are buybacks. And yeah, TSM. I mean, there's no fighting chance at this point.
Nearly got his full MKB.
Yeah.
Just 23 minutes in, they just absolutely stacked all 3 of them.
I thought you were saying something else.
What?
I thought you said mosquitoes. I thought you were calling TSM mosquitoes hitting Tundra.
What did I say?
Because you said skeeter. But the way you said it, I thought you said like mosquitoes hitting. I don't know. I just. I don't know. It's been a really rough game, even though the lane setup.
There's
I
the
think
minus.
Tundra, they've made every right move. I honestly have to give a lot of commends to Immersion. Those rotations on mid.
Yeah, this
Setup.
SD's great. I
Setup
don't think any team's going to want to play Win Ranger against this team.
No.
Unless, they've got to think about the Immersion SD if they want to try and bring out the Win Ranger. He's in the river. Bryle, can he live through this? Will get thrown up to the high ground by Ari. Will be enough to help him get away. So Bryle will live.
Okay. Let's see another day.
Dire's top tower is
MKB online now for the Terrorblade.
24 minutes.
Nobody is safe.
Yeah, this Win Ranger is just going to get completely shredded. 33 on top of the Midas, the Blink, the Octarine, the bots. 24 minutes in, as farmed as ever on this Enigma.
I gotta actually look at something here. I'm gonna go through a couple games of Tomato, because now that I think about it, just thinking Tomato heroes, Wind Ranger is not one of them.
Is it not?
And
I feel like I've seen him on it before.
I think I've seen him on it before,
Just
but I
not-
don't. When I think Tomato,
Like
I
a
don't
classic
think Wind
Tomato
Ranger.
hero. No.
I don't think this hero. Just that's. I know that he's played it even in this tour. I'm pretty sure a couple times as well. But yeah, I don't know.
It's been a rough one.
It definitely has been.
I'm sure we'll see something different in game 2 in terms of lineup.
Wait, he actually didn't play it. Wait, when did he last play? Did he play
Oh,
yesterday?
has he not actually picked it up for a while?
Bryle played it all 4 games that they've played in the last 30 days.
Ah, that makes it, because I was thinking maybe that's what they would do here. Especially with like the SD picked. I mean, I guess they just really felt they didn't have the ability to move the Wind Ranger away from this carry plan that they had.
Yeah, Bryle played it all 4, and then the last time it was played was 12 months ago, and that was by Moon Meander. And then, I'm just thinking like the way my mind works. Like when I think Tomato, I usually think like these Monkey Kings, Bloodseekers, these very aggressive kind of farmy, kind of like this kind of. I don't know. Wind Ranger just doesn't feel like that kind of hero for me. I don't know. Not to say the whole game is his fault, but he is 0-6 this game. I mean, it's been a really good game from Tundra, and he's just had nothing. I don't know. No, it's just thinking about like overall what TSM can do for the next game, because this one just there's not really much hope unless Bryle somehow does some unbelievable, ridiculous 5-man reactive armor explosions or something.
I mean, do you think they'll still be pretty safe with getting the Timbersaw first pick? I mean, because obviously Bryle, he's certainly got the farm this game. So like the Timber not a problem. You're still happy with that, or does it not offer something that maybe the TSM needed to be able to deal with Tundra coming at them as quickly as they did this game?
I think I'm fine with the Timber.
Timber first pick so good, yeah.
Yeah, mid. Farewell Tomato.
By Tomato. And the plus he uses Midas at least.
That's good.
Let's go his next side. Atos is picked up. Right. That's got the Ags now, so a bit of a tougher target to take down. Kasani, it's going to hit the 4 of them. Hammer follow up onto the 2 supports, at least Immersion and Snaking, but it's not enough damage to kill them. Whitemon tries with a Fiend's Grip, but Skidder steps up, takes him out. The Malef is there causing issues for the attempted Timber Chain out to safety from Bryle. In fact, Bryle's going to head back in aggressively with these final moments of the Ags as it ticks down. But he's held in the disruption. Snaking jumps back over. Bryle, he'll also fall. Triple kill for Skidder. Godlike here, 27 minutes in. They're up to the high ground. They're ready to close this one down, and they'll get the win. GG is called. TSM tap out. A very easy game 1 here for Tundra, folks.
Yeah, they slammed it, really. I mean, even though like the lanes, like the last hitting and everything, the setups look nice for TSM, rotations just way better. Every move.